83. The advice I wish someone gave me at 30. I turned 83 this year. There was no party, no big celebration, just a quiet morning and a cup of tea by the window. I watched people rushing outside, young faces, busy lives, and I kept thinking about one thing. What would I tell myself if I could go back to 30? At 30, I thought I was late, behind, doing something wrong. I was worried all the time about money, about time, about what people thought of me. I didn't know it then, but I was standing at the beginning of everything. If you're around that age right now, or even younger, please listen carefully, because this is the advice I wish someone had the courage to tell me. At 30, I believed life was a race. Everyone else looked like they knew where they were going. I didn't. So I rushed. I rushed into decisions. I rushed past moments. I rushed past myself. I said yes when I wanted to say no. I stayed quiet to keep peace. I stayed busy to feel important. No one told me this. Being busy is not the same as being fulfilled. I worked hard. I took care of everyone. I tried to be strong. But inside, I was tired. And tired people make quiet sacrifices that turn into loud regrets later. Here's the first thing I wish I knew at 30. You think you have time until you don't. I kept saying, later, later I'll rest, later I'll travel, later I'll say how I feel, later I'll live for myself. Later is dangerous because later slowly turns into never. Time doesn't disappear all at once. It leaks away. One busy year, then another, then suddenly you're looking back instead of forward. If you take anything from this video, let it be this. Use your time on people and moments, not just obligations. Here's the first thing I wish I knew at 30. You think you have time until you don't. I kept saying later. Later I'll rest. Later I'll travel. Later I'll say how I feel. Later I'll live for myself. Later is dangerous because later slowly turns into never. Time doesn't disappear all at once. It leaks away. One busy year, then another, then suddenly you're looking back instead of forward. If you take anything from this video, let it be this. Use your time on people and moments, not just obligations. At 30, I cared too much about approval. I wanted to be liked, respected, needed, so I ignored my own needs. I stayed in relationships that drained me. I forgave things that broke me. I explained myself too much. I wish someone had told me, you don't need to earn love by suffering. The right people won't ask you to shrink, bend, or disappear. Choose people who feel safe, who listen, who don't make you doubt your worth. Loneliness with yourself is better than loneliness with the wrong people. At 30, failure terrified me. Every mistake felt permanent. Every wrong step felt like the end. It wasn't. Most of the things I thought ruined my life barely matter now. The jobs I lost, the choices I regretted, the paths that didn't work, they didn't break me, they shaped me. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of it. I wish I had been kinder to myself back then. I wasted years being ashamed of things that taught me the most. Please hear this one. Your body remembers everything. The stress you ignore, the sleep you skip, the rest you delay. At 30, I treated my body like a machine, something to push, something to use. Now I know your health is not a bonus, it's the foundation. Protect your energy. Rest without guilt. Take care of yourself like someone you love. If I could sit across from my 30-year-old self, I would look her in the eyes and say this: you are not behind, you are not broken, and you are not running out of time. But you are allowed to change. Change your mind, change direction, change what no longer fits. Life is not about being perfect. It's about being present. The moments that matter most will never look impressive from the outside. They'll look small, quiet, ordinary. But one day, they'll be everything. If this story touched you, leave a comment and tell me how old you are and what part stayed with you. Subscribe for more real stories about life, time, and lessons learned too late. And share this with someone who's standing at 30, wondering if they're already behind. They're not. Neither are you.